Oh, we should be live now. Hello! We're live.
Is anybody there?
I don't know. Well, at least we've got the picture on, so we'll just sit here now. And if anybody's there, just let us know.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever done
Dave Berry.
Dave Berry!
And Grandpa!
Dave Berry!
And Dave and Grandpa's here.
He was in a band. Dave Berry's band.
Yeah, Jen's been asking me, Dave, are you the Dave Berry from the 60s? Was it the 60s?
Are you on? Grandpa! Grandpa, we love you. Grandpa, we do.
Yeah, Dave's not singing.
Oh. Right. Right, well, at least we've got two people. What do we talk about?
Any questions for us before we
questions?
start? We have got a little bit of a delay on our screen from what we're saying to actually coming out. I think it was about 20 seconds, so just bear with us a little bit on that one till we get used to it. So,
Where are you both in? I know Grandpa's in Alaska, because we only watched some things, didn't we, yesterday?
Yeah, we last night, Grandpa, we had a bit of a Grandpa session, watching some of your videos until about 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So
we were
that's
in
where
bed watching it.
And that's where we came across the one where you were talking about us. So thanks for that.
So what did you do Saturday night?
We laid in bed watching
we laid
Grandpa.
In bed watching Grandpa.
Till 1 o'clock.
So, go on then, what should we talk about?
So, Dave's in the
Currently
Isle of Man.
Planning on the Med. Oh, good Dave. Yeah. Can I call you Dave or you David? Oh, and it takes me time to build the following. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as it's our first one. Oh, we've got Paul Morris just joined us as well. Good day, guys. Nice to catch the start.
Australia.
Good to have you aboard, Paul.
Yeah. So we're just in sunny old Little England.
And it is quite sunny today.
It's been a beautiful day today, actually. We've watched Federer win I've watched it win for I think it was the 16th time. Although we did fall to sleep in the last one. So I didn't know whether that guy pulled out with injury. But anyway, he's won.
And you can call David Dave.
And I can call David Dave.
That's good.
That's all right then. So, yeah. So we're in Chesterfield and it's been nice. We're about in the middle of England, so not too far away from where they have the Manchester bombings, and our town is famous for the Crooked Spire. So if you go onto the internet, you'll be able to see where we live, and that's where we're selling our house. Google
Crooked Spire Chesterfield.
Yeah.
For you guys who don't live in England, it might be a bit of an eye-opener for you. So what we've got here, Dave is 3.5 years till we follow in your footsteps. Dave, it comes round like that. It only seems... Well, I was working. I got to the 5-year mark, and I put on my calendar on my Outlook on my computer at work 60 months, 59 months, and before you know it, 3.5 years 5 years is gone, and we're now where we are now, getting ready to buy the boat. Yeah. So
can't believe it's happening. Actually,
we'll come round quick.
It's kind of scary because we've got this nice house now. We've got a 3-bedroom semi.
We're not selling houses on here. This is to talk about sailing.
I'm just telling.
Anybody want to buy a house?
So we've brought the kids up. I mean, although we look it, we're not 30-year-old youngsters that you see on YouTube. So I just hope we get some kind of following, some more people our age who want to know and do what we're doing. So we've done all that. We've had our careers, if you like, worked hard. Brought 2 kids up, they've now flown the nest. And so it's time for us, bit of us time in the Med. Can't wait.
And beyond, eventually. Right, so what we got here, let's just go through some of these comments we've got here. Paul's an Aussie in Scotland. Nice.
Grandpa, let me just answer Grandpa, because we like that, like me and Grandpa. 8 people watching. Say hello, folks. Hello, everybody with Grandpa.
Paul Morris just got back from Silverstone. Yeah, I was watching a bit of that today. I think when I finished, or I dropped to sleep. I've never been able to sit and watch a full Grand Prix. I always drop to sleep. So
we sound right.
Hamilton,
really, I've fallen to sleep during the tennis. Carl drops to sleep.
Bike racing's my thing. I think Hamilton won. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's all right.
Dave's looking forward to seeing the vids of the new boat when we get there. Yep. We're looking forward to doing it.
So we're going on Wednesday.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody we're flying out Tuesday. I've even told
people who were picking us up from the airport.
I'm just going to change. I do this a lot. I talk about one thing and then I'll change it, which you'll have noticed if you watch our videos. There's a guy who contacted us a couple of years ago on Facebook asking me some questions about cameras, believe it or not, because we used to have a film and photography company. And it turns out we've got quite a lot in common, and we've been in touch over the Facebook over the last 2 years. And then yesterday he sent me a message saying, why didn't you call in and see me? And he's actually at the marina where we were last week in Crete. So we're going back on... I told him we'd meet him for lunch on Wednesday, thinking we were flying Tuesday. We don't actually fly till Wednesday afternoon. So we've planned now to meet him on Thursday. So we fly out Wednesday. Thursday we're having lunch with him and we'll go down and have a look at the boat.
Carl.
And then, wait a minute, Friday is when the survey is. I'm waffling, I know.
No, I'm just going to say, can you all understand what we are saying? Because somebody put some post up, because of our accent, our English accent,
we do talk a bit quick.
We tend to talk very quickly and we have got to learn to slow down. Say the word the, because we tend to leave that out and we say go to town instead of go to the town. So we've got to say the word the and other things. So if we're going too quickly or you can't understand what we're saying, we shall have to speak the more Queen's English a little bit more, darling.
Whatever.
Yeah,
so yeah, flights are booked for Wednesday. Survey's going to be done Friday. The surveyor says that they should be able to do it in 1 day, but if not, they'll finish it off on Saturday. So yeah, we're fingers crossed for that. From what we've seen of the boat, it is absolutely mint. Can't find a fault with it. There's no water stains anywhere. It's been really looked after. It's a real credit to its owner. So we're not expecting any issues, but you never know.
You never know, do you? And we've never done a survey before. We've never seen a survey. Well, I've never seen a survey. Carl watches everything on YouTube, reads everything.
Well, I spend more time on YouTube than I do watching TV or anything else.
So he's looked at lots of things, which can be a good way, but it can also be a bad thing because you can see everything. Sean Dowdy's on as well. Hello, Sean.
Another one of our patrons just joined, Sean.
Coffee time.
Coffee time, yeah. Another one of our... Coffee time was actually, hi CT, as I call him on messages, was our very first patron, so nice to see you here.
Stay out of the danger zones, that's what Coffee Time's saying. Don't bloody worry, shouldn't swear, should I?
It don't matter.
Is it alright?
So, closed group, we're all friends.
I'm not I know I can't foresee what the wind's going to do, but I can look at a lot of wind forecasts and stuff like that. And for the start, I know you've seen me cry and all stuff, but I would much rather be happy. So I'm going to see the forecast, and if it's too much for me to start with, like a lot of people have said, we've just got to slow it down, pull back a bit of Carl's testosterone, and he's just going to have to go in the middle area a little bit until it's built up.
Until you've built your bottle. Bottle
yeah.
is what we would say. As a hazard, asking, have we thought about renting our house out? We are looking at several options at the moment. But ideally we would like to sell it so that we've always got some money in the bank in case we need sales or you just don't know. So we'd like that bit of security behind us rather than having to... We can afford to live and we'd have to be a bit frugal. We're not loaded by any means. We could afford to probably do it and rent the house out. But to be quite honest, we didn't want that hassle of having something back here and stuff like that. So we don't know yet. Plans are under review, let's say.
Yeah, what we've got is we've got a daughter and a son. Our son still lives near us, and we thought he might be interested in renting the house off us. In fact, we've only just asked him today, and he's not bothered because this is our house and he likes his own place. We could rent it out to someone else and get a good amount of money for it, but it's all that hassle that if they trash it, if something wants doing and we've got to come back, or having kind of what we call a landlord looking over things. And we don't want to put on like our parents can't do that. And to be honest, I don't feel like I want to have anything left back in Chesterfield, although this is where I've always lived, always been brought up from. There's such a world out there, so many lovely people to see and meet who like what we're doing, who have got the same kind of thoughts like yourselves. We're open to meet lots of people.
We don't want any ties.
We don't want to come back here.
We've had quite stressful jobs for 30 years, and we just want to get out on that boat and live a bit more stress-free. So we'll see.
I better read some of these points.
Daniel Jackson. Hi, Daniel. Morning from Seattle. Morning. What time is it in Seattle? What are you, 5 hours? Is it 5 hours behind us? So what's that going to be?
It's not going to be morning.
1
o'clock.
o'clock.
1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it might be more than 5 hours. So that's Daniel
Welcome
Jackson.
to 9mm
Daniel.
James. You're a bit of a shooter, James. I assume your name's James and not 9mm.
What's the 9mm, James?
Pistol. Pistol round. Oh, what's this? CT can understand what we're saying anyway.
I think that the 9mm James might have been an answer to somebody else that we didn't read.
No, it's his name.
Oh, is it his name?
Yes.
James, you better put in something like...
No, that's his...
He's going to tell me off now.
That's his YouTube name.
Yeah, his YouTube name. I'd rather have...
You can't change it like
10
that,
inch
though.
James or something like that. I wouldn't really have 9mm James. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go on, he's going to tell me off.
I'm going
Cut.
to
We can't cut that
kick
bit out.
you under the table. Right, Jenny, if you haven't seen them, these are free and really worth the read, the weather, etc.
Should be required reading, yeah.
What's that?
Be right back making lunch.
Okay,
Coffee
enjoy.
time. No problem.
10:10 here, Daniel Jackson, AM.
10:10 here. Ooh.
Oh, 10:10. Didn't that used to be
It's 8 hours
goodbye on a
behind
CB
us.
radio lingo when we were kids?
So 8 hours behind us.
Paul Morris, can't post the link, search Stephen Linda Dashu on YouTube. I'll make a note of that, Paul.
Can't you look at all these things after?
Yeah, that's why I just said I'm going to
9mm James, yeah, I've got a bit of a dirty mind.
Perverted.
Comes from having
Being married to me.
being married to Carl. This is our 25th year wedding anniversary this year. So to be able to put up with him for 25 years, I think I've done quite well. And I've got to have a sense of humour as well.
It is relating to his gun.
Thank goodness.
His wife might agree with you. You're in that club then as well. Hazza, yes, he's fine. Understand, fine.
Hazza from New Haven
in Sussex.
Have we been there?
We went to New Haven caravan site once when we had a caravan.
Did we?
Well, that's in Ashbourne.
Different New
same.
Haven.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I knew New Haven.
Right, so...
Well, I'm getting a bit old, it's that.
I think
9mm.
I think we ought to talk about sailing, didn't we? Now we've got a few people here. So, we'll just update you. You may have seen the last video we've done on the what happened last week, but just in case you didn't, is a quick little summary of what happened. We went out on Friday. We went to meet the owner. Absolutely cracking guy.
Oh, he's a lovely Jeffrey.
Got on with him really well. Such a... I know people who are selling things can come across like they'll give you the world, but he's literally giving us the world.
Yeah. Because he wants to sell it, but he likes us, we hope, or he said he likes us anyway, and it's been his baby. So, he's so protective over everything. I mean, we can't walk on the boat in shoes.
Now, there's signs at the back saying no shoes.
You know, he's looked after it so well, hasn't he?
He's looked after it like you wouldn't believe. Everything's polished all the time. The deck's clean. There's nothing wrong with it, and all the stuff he's leaving with us, it's just amazing. There must be, I don't know, 20 to 30 grand's worth of kit what he's leaving on board for us. And if we go through with the sale, we'll make a full list for you to let you know what that is. But there's just everything. So yeah, we got on really well with Jeff. we thought we would go down and have probably a day on the boat with him, having a look round it and what have you. We actually were there 5 days. We were down on the boat every day.
Kept inviting us every day, and we'd just sit on the back and have a drink and
looking
talk.
at something else about it, and he'd show us something else with it. And
really
so
lovely, man.
we know the boat pretty well now. We did our own pre-survey. I got a couple of books beforehand on what surveyors look for. I'm quite mechanically and electrically minded and things like that. So, and we've had boats before, so we're not too bad. We're looking what we want or what we need and condition, etc. But obviously we're not surveyors. I couldn't do all testing and things like that, so that's why we're having the survey. So, just a minute. Survey's going to be done on Friday. So Sean's just asking, any plans where you're going to locate the boat, or are we going to stay in Greece? Another thing is, the marina has just been paid up for until next May.
By the current owner.
So we've got the berthing on the marina until May next year. So as soon as the sale's gone through, we've completed, pending the survey, we shall be moving down there and spending the winter certainly until May. Down in that marina. It's a nice marina over in Crete. So yes, we'll be down there, Sean.
Is Sean there?
Oh, Sean's in England. He's just been on his charter. Right. Left shooter 69. Hi from Canada. Did you buy the boat? Not yet. We've put a deposit down on it now. As we say, that's down to the survey. So touch wood. And
you did say, if I can get a word in edgeways, that you were going to do another video for patrons to explain money-wise, didn't we?
Yeah, I've put that on a video. But anyway, we've now got...
You realise this is like a bloody comedy act with us two.
I keep up to date with most of the social networking, and it's just like wants to sunbathe up front of the boat. So, hi everyone, we've now got 16 viewers, so that's good. I'm quite pleased with that. 17,
and he always
welcome.
Cuts me off.
I have to sometimes. You need cutting off. Seattle is 4.5 hours behind me, and I'm 2.5 hours behind you. CT, have you cooked that dinner yet, CT? So yeah. Go on, you can have a little say now.
I forgot what I wanted to say now.
No, yeah, what you like.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, when we look at the boat, this one that we're looking at buying, it's in Crete. I don't know if there's any women watching as well, but we look at different things to what men do. It's like when you're buying a car and stuff. Men kick tyres,
yes,
look
David
at the
is there.
engine and stuff like that. Women, ladies, back me up on this. We look at what the wood is. We look at how comfortable the what's it called?
Seats.
The seats are.
And what colour the boat is.
And what colour it is. Whether we like the curtains. What the fridge is like. Can we fit everything in? Where I'm going to fit all my clothes. I've got 2 full wardrobes upstairs. I've got to get rid of all that lot yet. So that's going to be quite hard. I've got loads of high heels and things that I've got to get rid of. They're no good on a boat. I've got some beautiful shoes and bags. Men aren't going to be bothered about this, are they? But I just wondered if any ladies have done the same kind of thing, can offer me advice of what to take with me other than just shorts and bikinis and things.
I've now got 20 people on board, so those people who've just come aboard with us, welcome and thanks for watching.
Oh, Paul Morris, Crete is beautiful. Had a blast through there, and Santorini. You've got the trades on the island and a good place to start. Yes, excellent. Agree with you, Paul, totally. We've never been to Crete before either, have we?
No, and we really liked it. The airport's not very good. Well, I didn't rate the airport. It was packed when we were coming back.
It was so warm. Red
hot, and there were people just everywhere. It was like a refugee camp. But we're not living in the airport, are we?
No.
So I'll go through a little... We've got a list here of some things that was on like our must-have list or we wanted to check.
And this was done when we chartered the boat in Greece, where I did my skipper training, day skipper course, and we were going through what we liked, and so we wrote a list of about 20 odd things to do. And then obviously when we've seen this boat and gone out to see the one that we're hopefully buying, we were going through it and ticking it off to see whether we've got a tick or a cross.
So I'm just going to answer Dave. He said that he'd be really interested to see how the winter goes for us at the marina. it turns out we know a few people already who are staying at that marina. The current owner has been there for the last 7 years with this boat, and he swears by it. And it does get quite a lot of good reviews. We've recently joined the Cruising Association, and there's a section on there, and already I think they call them LHRs, like a local representative, is actually picking us up from the airport when we land on Wednesday. Really good, and already like what we getting from the membership is just by him coming and picking us up from the airport saved us his membership if we were out to get a taxi. So lots of information of the different marinas. Daniel Jackson, what length and year is the Bavaria? It's a Bavaria 47 2009, and it's what they call the owner's edition, so it's 3-bedroomed rather than the 4.
I'm just laughing at Paul Morris when we were talking about how rubbish the airport was. Heraclian is the name of the airport. He's put, hasn't changed since our honeymoon in '89. Bloody cattle shed. And then he's put the airport, that is. Yeah, I'm glad, Paul, not your wife. Yeah, I shall tell her when I see her. Yeah, it's a cattle shed and there's hardly any room.
And thanks for sending nice. that link, Paul. Left shooter, what are your sail plans when we get a boat? Well, we already sail now, but that's only on a 21-footer. But the sail plans are going to be, we want to explore the Med. Certainly, I don't know, that's going to take us 3 to 4 years maybe. We've looked at a 10-year sail plan, which, if we can do it within 10 years, that'll be all good, well and good. After that, we'll revise what we're going to do, but we're going to allow ourselves 10 years. And within that time, we want to fully explore the Med, certainly Greece, Turkey, Croatia, Italy, right back out until we get up to Gibraltar. Long term, it's always been on my bucket list to do an Atlantic crossing, so that's on the list. And then get down to the Caribbean, Bahamas, and spend some time there. Yeah. Ultimately, and I know this is a bit of a dream at the moment, and people say, oh, don't say you're going to do this, because you'll end up coming off your boat after 2 years and then everybody laughs at you. But ultimately, we would like to do a full circumnavigation at some point, but whether we do or not, we'll see. We might just like it in the Med that much and stay there for the next 20 years. Yeah. We don't know.
And you've got to look after me, and I've got to get a bit more...
Yeah, that's why we're going to stay.
That's why we're staying in the Med, because there's no tides to cope with.
We like motoring.
But we like the Med. Yeah, and we like how different place. We like how everywhere's different. Everywhere you go is beautiful. Grandpa's just said we don't need clothes, go naked. We do that as often as we can anyway, so nothing new there, mate. In fact, on one of the videos I have put, there is a bit of video where Jen's on the back of the boat, nothing on, and I've pixelated bits out, and I've had nothing but flack. It was one whole episode thing that you put on. It must have been a bit...
No, it was when we was in Greece and we were sailing. It was that particular day.
Yeah, but you must have been a bit pervy that day.
No, we was...
That's all the video was. And I said,
no,
people don't want to watch it. People don't want to see...
Well,
people don't want to see it, do they? But that's how we are, so... We'll just pixelate it.
60% of our viewers are between 45 and 54 years old and male. They want to see a little bit of flesh.
No, they want to see 20 and 30-year-olds with a bit of flesh. They don't want to see somebody who's like our age, 50-year-olds.
But anyway, there was a shot where Jen was laid on the drop-down bit at the back of the boat, the bathing deck. She's laid on her stomach, nothing on, and I pixelated her bum out. And somebody gave me a right load of flack on a message saying... What are you doing filming that? If you're going to pixelate it, just leave it out. Well, we want to film what we're doing, and that is what we were doing that day.
So it's to pixelate or not to pixelate. Yeah, I don't mind me bum being on it anyway, so it's all out there anyway, but we don't want to offend anybody, so that's why we pixelate it.
Paul, do you guys consider any catamarans? No.
No, can't afford them.
Too expensive, and... I think it's the cost of running them. It's like if you go into a marina, you're paying a lot more money. And in all honesty, I've never sailed on a big one. I've been on the little things, like on the lakes and stuff, but never been on a big one. But
I'd like to try it. I think they look great. I think it looks like two trampolines on the back. I'd like to run across that bit and then on the other bit.
It's not for me. I don't like them.
You don't know till you try.
I don't
but
like,
we've not looked yet.
I want a boat. A catamaran, to me, either get a catamaran, a monohull, or a motor cruiser. It's one of three. I don't want a motor cruiser. We've had a little and on canals. I like canals.
9mm James, I want to see. What do you want to see, James?
Who wants to see that? Go and subscribe to our channels and have a look at him. You'll see it. I think it's the one. Well, you'll see it anyway. If you go back through the Ionian series.
Grandpa, we love you. Let's have a look what you put in. I might not love you after
nothing
this
wrong with mature flash, Jenny.
But yes, it's not necessary. See, you guys did it very classy, so that was
Thank
good.
you.
See, thanks, Grandpa.
I know it did. I edited it.
Yeah.
I thought it was classy.
There was one bit that I said leave my bum on because it was going up from my legs and higher, and it looked all right. I thought for my age.
We thought
Other people might not think
Dave, we thought about a cat, but no, catamaran.
Oh, catamaran. I thought it was a pussycat.
No, but having watched the expressions of other abusers in Greece, when a cat turns up, put us off.
Why? What do they do?
They're too big. People don't want them in the marine. There's actually one
Other
moored up.
harbour users, what are they doing? Like, wow.
Yeah, because they take a lot of room up.
It doesn't matter to them, does it?
They might be jealous, Dave, of how much it costs.
I'd like to have one of those great big
60-foot
motorhomes, really. We saw one the other day while we were in Crete, and it was up for sale, actually, on the internet. We Googled it. And how many million was it up for sale for?
Oh, it was up for sale at 9 million.
A sailing hotel.
9 million.
Yeah, I'd like one of them, really. Can't afford it.
Anyway, I was going to give a list of stuff.
Yeah, go back to that then.
23 watching now, so welcome to whoever's just joined in. Don't forget to, if you want to put a little bit of a comment down here, introduce yourself. Engine, you could eat your dinner off. It was absolutely clean. Just not clean.
What sort of engine was it?
You could wipe your hands on it and there was nothing. Nothing in the bilge or anything. It's the Volvo engine, isn't it, on the Bavaria? But like that, the owner hasn't been using just normal cheap oil, synthetic oil from new. So that'll be good for it.
Shell Helix oil, he said use.
Shell Helix.
Helix, is it?
It's got 6 no, it's not got 6 winches. It's got 4 winches plus a electric winch, which was good. The heads, electric toilet, and it's the electric one up the front, isn't it? Then the normal pump toilet at the back, with the showers in. The sails on it, they're like new, from what we've seen anyway. So electric. It's got bow thruster, which is really good. James Michael, love you guys. Be blessed. Thanks, James. Welcome. Yeah. So we've got a bow thruster at the front, which I've never sailed a boat as skipper with a bow thruster, and so when we went out on a sail the other day on this one, they were like, "Wow, how easy is this?" When you're in tight manoeuvring. So, got twin wheels at the back. The anchor. Okay, Grandpa, thanks for coming. I can understand why you're going over to see them, because you're buying their boat. So good luck with your sail and speak to you later.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Not everybody.
Well, they're 8. Well, it was in Grandpa's
just Grandpa
house.
going.
I know, but he'd got 8 people in his house.
No, he hadn't. He was saying there's that many people watching. See that number there, look.
Yeah, well, I'll get used to this.
Yeah.
Told you it was first time. First time for everybody.
Yeah. So, the anchor we've got on it is a Rockner, and that was upgraded when he first bought the boat. I think the recommended one, was it 27 kilos? And it's got a 32 or a 35 kilo on it, Rockner. But because he'd upgraded the anchor, this is as a brand new boat, he wanted to upgrade the windlass as well. And Bavaria says, no, the standard one's going to be fine. But no, he insisted on having the windlass upgraded. So that's a stronger windlass, which is all good. And there's 80 metres of a really good quality chain on there as well. So pleased about that. Should hold us. It's all right. Is anybody getting a problem with our buffering? Nobody's answering.
Grandpa said we might have to turn down your bit rate.
I've got it on just a normal one anyway. If anybody else is having a problem, just let us know. So we've got 2 chart plotters on it, radar. It's got in-mast reefing because, as you will have seen on one of our previous videos, Jen were panicking a little bit.
Booby pants.
Div 3R. Nope. I assume that's in relation to us. Yeah. So welcome.
James Michael. Hello, James Michael. Thanks for tuning in. Any pictures coming soon of the boat?
Yeah, on the video we've just put up the other day, there's a few pictures on there and a bit of video.
But I did a full video. I did go round looking at things, so that's a future one.
Yeah, you've
got to edit, haven't you?
Yeah. Once we've... Thanks, last shooter. No buffering. We might get a few photos when we go down for the video. Because I'm going to go round with the surveyor anyway.
But we go down for the video.
What?
You might get a few photos when we go down for the video.
For the survey, I mean.
Okay.
What we don't want to do is, or didn't want to do, was put too many things up just in case we actually don't buy it because of the if we had a bad survey, and we would be gutted. But I'd rather that happen than us buy it and it just be a bottomless pit. It's going to be a bottomless pit for spending money on anyway. But we don't want to be there to start with. So anyway, carrying on. Two chart plotters. It's got in-mast reefing, outboard included. It's got a planing rib, which was what I wanted. That was on our list.
Because that's like your motorbike, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just we flew out on Friday, and on the Thursday I had to sell my Harley Davidson. I had a beautiful mint Harley Davidson Electroglide 110th anniversary model, limited edition, and I had to sell it the day before we went out. But that's paid for the deposit really on the boat, hasn't it? So I can't take it on the boat, it's a little bit too big. But guess what we've got coming with the boat? A year-old Honda 125 scooter. What we've got thrown in. So that's good. It's a little bit smaller, but because we're going to be down at the marine until May, we've got a little runabout.
Yep, that'd be nice.
So that'll be good. What else we got? The only thing it didn't have, which was on our must-have list or preferred list, was a water maker.
But that was for when we were...
But that's for when we go further afield.
Further afield. We don't need it straight away, do we?
We've even got a full set of dive equipment being thrown in with it. So you've got to get qualified in that as well.
Yeah.
There's a paddy school in the marina from what I've heard. So that's good. So yeah, any questions from anybody? Come on, there's 19 of you out there watching. Let's have a few questions thrown at us.
Come on, we can answer most things.
There's a 20-second delay, so.
Can't wait.
What sort of things would you like to see on the up-and-coming videos? Anybody there?
We can't wait. It's so difficult knowing what people want to see.
Or hear about.
Or hear.
Don't want to bore you to tears just talking about bits of what's on the boat.
All we thought was when we were trying to look to buy a boat and we were looking at YouTube and things, people went straight away onto a boat and didn't show any of the process and stuff like that we'd no idea about it. I mean, Grandpa did his YouTube thing and explained, well, we all know this and this is how it normally is. But you know, when you're looking, when you're first doing it, you've no idea at all. And the stresses and strains of selling your house, saying goodbye to friends and family, and just everything like that. It's quite a big deal. So we think people will want to watch that, but if you don't, let us know. Yeah,
our subscriber list is building up steady, so hopefully we're doing things a little bit right.
And by putting everything on, what's not good, what is good, and what we're learning
and the other
about,
thing, what's
then I
good
think
as well is
that's
that
always
we probably within the last few weeks we've been getting loads and loads of comments on the videos. So we're getting that interaction with stuff what we're putting online now. So that's really good, and we appreciate that. So anybody who's on here today, I know I recognise quite a few of these names, and you have been commenting and stuff, but keep it coming. Paul, guys, I am a 16-year ex-Navy diver. Please don't go Paddy. Pay another dive instructor. Go SSI. So what's the difference there, Paul? We're both a bit new to it. We've done these trial dives and stuff, but not really.
Perhaps the
gone
men
into
look
it a
like
lot.
they're in SAS.
No. Calm down, Tiger. Did you think of using a yacht broker to arrange things like the survey and lift out, Ian? Everything we've read and been advised about is not to use the brokers,
not to use the same one,
to arrange the surveys. So we've spoken to a few people, asked for recommendations on surveyors and things, and we've got somebody independent for that.
Yeah. We definitely wouldn't have gone with who the broker would have suggested anyway, just because of what you read, haven't we?
The broker's not really having a great deal of dealings with us other than doing the legal side of things. So, for instance, he's not been out to see the boat and stuff like that. We've done that directly with the owner, and the broker's just been like the in-betweener just to get us out there, or not to get us out there, but to put us in contact and stuff.
And it didn't help that we got things wrong. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Didn't help that
there was some mix-up,
wrong.
and we've had a lot of comments on the videos about the broker were trying one over on us. In all honesty, I was as much to blame as he was, because I didn't explain it quite well enough, I don't think. And yes, you can look at it and think he's trying one on us. As a salesman at the end of the day, and he wants a quick sale, and maybe he should have bent over a little bit more to explain to us the process of boat buying. But we sorted it all out. That's history now. Yeah. So we've got a good relationship with him now. We appreciate he's working for the buyer. Surveyor's for the seller. The surveyor is working for us. So
yeah, that's why we went. And we've got a good deal on that as well, haven't we?
Yeah. So we've arranged the lift out directly with the marina. That's our responsibility. It's unfortunate that's what you've got to do when you're buying a boat. There's quite a few expenses what you don't realise until you get into it, but we've got to have it done. James, love Crete, but have not been there since 1981. It's probably not changed a lot, but yeah, we like it. Yeah. Paul, Watermaker isn't a biggie. I've just retrofitted a new one. You will be much better installing fresh.
How can you install fresh water?
Put in a new water maker in, I think it means.
Oh.
Sean, all gone quiet. That might have been just when we're asking a question, Sean. Yeah. I don't know. Anybody else got any problems listening to us? All gone quiet. How difficult or easy to get correct documentation, i.e. change ownership, etc.?
No. Not done that bit yet, have we?
We've not done that bit yet, no. But from what I've seen, it's not too difficult. It's just forms to fill in, and a bit like when you buy a new car, you've got to change details with a small ship's register, EPIRBs. We've got to change details down at the marina. Because we're going to be living down at the marina, we've got to get a tax number from the tax office down in Crete. So there's some stuff there. We'll know better in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll have to keep you posted on that one, Sean, because obviously with not doing it yet, we've not found what problems there are yet. So
okay, Dave, thanks for watching. See you next time, buddy.
Yeah, see you, Dave Berry.
Another question about suggestion, don't skimp on the boat insurance. What we've done, Paul, is...
Good point,
We've looked at the policy, what the current owner's got, and that company gets a lot of very good reviews. There's the odd one online where people are slating them, but you get that everywhere. But there's more good reviews about them and how quick they pay out for any mishaps. And they're also recommended by the Cruising Association. And for anybody who's interested, that is Pantaneous. And we have had...
Greece, aren't they?
No, they're in the UK.
Are they?
Yeah, they're all over the world. They've got branches all over the world. From what recommendations I've read online, they seem quite a good company, and we've been impressed with them just speaking to them already.
Yeah.
And they gave us quite a decent quote, we think. But
yeah, that is something that it's going to be our house. So if it goes up in flames, if we bang it, if somebody knocks into us or whatever, it's got to be covered. So yeah, no, that's a good point, and we are going to go down that route, aren't we? Making sure we've got good insurance.
Yeah. That's one thing. What we've always done is insisted on. You've moaned about it.
I've moaned because you've always paid over the odds.
I always go for decent insurance.
For house insurance and stuff.
But we've always
when
been
you
covered.
Need it.
So
yeah.
Training and skills taught. No, it was never far too glam for this barnacle. I think that's in relation.
No, Paul was the guy who was the diving
instructor, yeah.
With the training and the skills. No,
training and skills taught was never standing sup.
What does that mean?
Far too glam for this barnacle.
I don't understand what you're saying, Paul. Training and skills taught, I understand it, that other whatever they called it was...
Paddy.
Not to go with Paddy. SSI.
Hello, John.
But hope you get the boat. John McKim.
Good luck, hope you get...
I hope we get the boat, John.
Yeah. So we're talking... Well, it's... Or what our life's revolving around about at the minute is trying to get the boat sorted and just a little bit hectic. So we got back from... Or... When did we get back?
So we don't know when we got back.
We got back Wednesday.
We don't know what day we're on.
We had to sort out the payment for the deposit on Friday.
It was all Friday because they were closing.
That's right. And then I'm having to sort out the survey, ringing backwards and forwards between surveyors, the marina, the broker, all sorts of... I must have run Greece 6 times. And then trying to fix a date down to get the boat out and the survey done.
And get everybody together.
And then once somebody says, yeah, we're okay on that date, then I got to ring everybody back. Yeah, you're still okay on this date? Yeah, okay, I'll provisionally put you in, I'll get back to you. And then, so it's been a bit of a air-pulling exercise. And now we're going back again. I've not even unpacked my case. In fact, you were moaning about that this morning.
I was moaning this morning because I nearly kicked the little case in the bedroom this morning as I got up. I said, you never put your clothes away. He says, well, I'm packing it again.
So, but I thought we were going Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're not going Wednesday.
We're going Wednesday.
So
yeah, we'll get some pictures. We'll get everything up when we're there.
Paul, I use Golden Company.
Paul Morris, this is about the insurance, Pantanius or whatever they're called. I use them. Golden Company. Never had any issues with them. Right, got to go off back to Jockland.
Is it in Scotland?
Oh, Jenny made a comment, SAS, thanks for doing this. No problem, Paul. I would like SAS men to watch me all day or talk to me all day. That's fine.
Right, she who should be obeyed, say to Jenny. She has gone through everything you have to date. Quote, go girl. Oh, Paul's saying his wife or girlfriend, partner, whatever.
Say to Jenny, she's
saying,
you.
Go girl.
She's gone through everything. She's gone through everything. Well, she can tell me some things then, Paul.
Yeah, get her on here next time.
Know. That's one thing I ask all women.
Oh, she's here. No, that's Dave's wife.
Oh, we really enjoy watching your vids. We can't wait to start with them. Yeah, women, any ladies that have ran out there that have done some stuff, I know there's more men watching than women, but we do need to share some things together because there's things that women need to look for and do and know about other than just engines and tyres and
testosterone sailing.
Yeah, no, we've got to do things like that.
Cheers, Sean.
We'll hook you two up. Great, Paul. Yeah, looking forward to speak to your wife. Real.
Michelle Berry, Dave's wife. We really enjoy watching your videos. We'll enjoy watching as we can't wait for our turn to start looking for our boat. Good luck with that. Keep us updated with what you're looking for.
You've just got to go for your dream, haven't you? I think we'll try and live life for today. We'll try and stay positive. There's always things happening in everybody's lives that you could turn around and say, no, we're not doing it, or ooh, look on the black side of stuff. But
My glass is half empty. It needs filling up, please.
No, we really intend to make this next 10 years work for us and be positive and meet loads of new people.
At least 10 years.
Places. We just want to enjoy it now, don't we? I'm not saying that we haven't enjoyed the last lot, but it's just gone so quickly with working. Kids, as probably most people know. You know, we're not like these, as I say, 20, 30-year-olds who've never worked and then have gone on a boat. Well, they've not seen life, have they? So
but
we've got that experience.
You can't knock what they're doing.
I can't knock what they're doing.
I wish I
could have done it.
So, anyway.
Yeah, but they're going to finish on the boat and then they've got to go back to work.
They're going to have to go to work. Unless you're Vagabond and you're making, or Delos, and you're making all that money.
Yeah, no, can't.
From patrons, if you want to be a patron and help us so we don't have to work again. Div 3R, that's what I was getting at. Could you not have used your own broker to arrange things? I forgot where you said you're from. Are you in Seattle? I don't know whether it's a little bit different where you're from, but you don't. The broker works on behalf of the seller in the UK. We don't have a broker really representing us.
That's perhaps what I meant. Do we have our own broker?
That's what he's asking there, look.
All right.
But no, we don't have our own broker. There's one broker involved in the sale of the boat, working on behalf of the seller, and he's like the in-betweener, and we just have the surveyor working for us, who tells us what's right and what's not right with the boat, and then we go back to the broker to say, well, for instance, if it needs new sails, this is how much it's going to cost. Go back to the seller, and then that's where he does the to-in and fro-in, and they either fix it or knock the price down accordingly. Yeah,
we don't need anybody to stand up for us and say what we think as a broker. It's just be another additional man in between, I think. Yeah.
Welcome to Philip. I don't know how long you've been here, Philip, but thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I'm making a bit of a comment
Philip.
there.
I can't believe all these people are actually on. I'm really chuffed. I said to Carl, we'll have about 2 people, or we'll be sitting talking to ourselves.
It's Daniel who's in Seattle. Originally from Yorkshire.
No. Hey up, me duck.
All right, duck. No.
No.
He's asking what did we do before our sailing life. Well, we've been sailing for quite a while.
We ate Yorkshire pudding, and we had, what's that special?
Black pudding.
No, Yorkshire pudding. And what's the like brown sauce stuff? What they always have in Yorkshire?
Endos.
No.
It is Henderson's.
Henderson, that's it.
Endos.
Well,
they call it Endos, but that's Sheffield, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's some local colloquialism.
Don't worry about the spelling, Michelle. We can't leave the Isle of Man until I get past my 5 years of health check. Oh, that goes all right for you.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, good luck, Michelle. Stay positive. That's what you can do, and you can get through it.
We've got some friends in Isle of Man. Mike and Jane.
Yeah. We still.
I don't know where they live, but they keep inviting us over every year because we were quite into biking, and they keep inviting us over because one of the main bends is at the bottom of their garden. But we've never had a chance to go, have we?
No.
In fact, he only sent me a message the other day saying, "Why don't you sail over here?" But it's a long way from Crete.
It's not sunny enough.
You might know him. It's a small island, isn't it?
Yeah.
Daniel.
What did you do? Answer that one then. What did you do before your sailing life?
Right. Well, we've had our own businesses for. We had a. Pass me that picture. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can see that because I've got a 20-second delay on the screen, so I'm just going to hold it here for a second until the picture catches up with us.
Can't see for the light on it.
So we were wedding photographers and filmmakers, and this was one we actually went over to America to shoot, and somebody took our picture while we were there. Don't know if you can see it, but anyway, that's that.
So we worked together.
We worked together.
Not only lived together, we worked together.
Hi, Keith. But I was also, and I don't tell many people this, but seeing as it's a small world and I've now just retired, I've just done 30 years in law enforcement as a cop, and I've worked mainly most of my service, I was a police motorcyclist. That's why I like bikes.
And that's where he's done 30 years hard labour.
Shift work, dealing with a lot of crap.
Nights, criminals.
Seeing lots of things what people don't want to see, and things like that. And then the last 6 years, I was working on a surveillance team. So, yeah, done quite a lot within the job. But now I'm glad to be out of it. And now it's our time.
And then we've had our own photography and film company. We've done that.
Oh, we had a bike training school, bike tours.
We've worked
round the clock.
Round the clock for doing both jobs and everything. And I've worked as well. I used to work full time. I was in sales, and
you were sales manager.
I did sales manager for a local newspaper actually, and then I moved into radio and was selling on for that. Then the kids came along, or that was during that time, and I've since worked part time in that area. And then we set up our own photography company. So I've been working part time with that, part time with the kids, part time. Then just little jobs on the side, really, just to keep the money coming in.
And I've worked full time for them and full time for herself.
Yeah, so that's why
I used to come in from work and then sit up till 3 o'clock in the office doing editing and video editing and stuff like that. Needless to say, somebody might comment now and say, well, your videos for YouTube were chucked together a bit quick. We've done it that long and spent hours and hours and hours doing polished videos and everything for customers that doing a YouTube video, I'm getting back into it again, but it just got to be like a bit of a busman's holiday. And to be honest, I hated video editing, and we don't even like picking cameras up, to be honest, very much now. We've got all the stuff what we're going to be selling and stuff.
Yeah, does anybody want any cameras? Got everything.
But anyway, moving on from that.
All to sell.
Where's Daniel's in Hull? Hull, UK, is that Daniel? Philip Allen, he's in Dallas, Texas. Did you know JR?
Yeah. That was when we...
Oh, that was a long time ago. Who shot JR you in?
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Dallas. Right, that's got.
Oh, thanks for that, Michelle. We might have to take you up on that. We are in the Ionians 3rd of September. Who are you going with? We chartered one in the Ionian earlier this year. You'll see the videos if you have a look through our... we went with Sail Ionian. Very good company.
Yeah, Michelle.
She's from Oklahoma.
Where's she gone? From Oklahoma. Been living in the Isle of Man for 20 years, and they are going to the Ionians 3rd of September on Sailing Holidays Flotilla. Let's hope we're there then. We can swap woman things.
Philip Allen was in Dallas. He was in the show.
Never. Were you a cowboy, Philip?
I'm in Seattle. Daniel is in Seattle now, but from Hull. Oh, it's good to have... We've gone global.
Bloody hell.
We love America. We've just come back from America, actually. I've got quite a few relatives over there in San Diego, New York. Yeah, they're more or less either side.
Both sides.
But we love it. So...
We like everywhere. We just don't like being at home.
I was in Diego Garcia when JR got shot. Is that a prison?
I was in Diego.
No. Frank Johnson. Hello. Just discovered you today thanks to Grandpa. We like Grandpa.
We like Grandpa.
To be honest, we was on another sailing channel, Sailing Creo, on their website, on their live video last week, and Grandpa was on there, and since he's mentioned us and stuff, our videos have gone up, viewings have gone up quite a bit, so nice one, Grandpa.
And Frank Johnson has put, just discovered you today, thanks to Grandpa, we are about a year behind you with our plans.
Love your vids.
So I hope that when we put all these things on where we're pulling our hair out and doing different things, showing what's not going well, showing what is going well, that you can learn from it and hopefully have a smooth process when you do it. Good on you, keep going.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why we set up this channel, is because, well, there were a few reasons. One reason was it's giving us a bit of a memento for when we look back at it in the future.
And something to do when we're on the boat. Something
that our family can keep in touch with us while we're away to see what we're up to, if they're interested. But as well as that, we wanted to put it together so people who are going through what we're going through now, like you will be doing, and who was it before? I've scrolled it down now. So that you don't make the same mistakes that we make, or we can give a bit of advice. So that's what it's all about. And we've already found that the sailing community is so close-knit, welcoming.
You can't go anywhere without knowing somebody else.
Quite like open for sharing things, advice, stuff like that, and that's quite good. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Reap what you sow. So, as somebody once said to us.
Yeah.
So, Philip Allen was part of the Cattleman's Ball scene as part of the crowd, but I was near the stars. I never saw the episode, so don't know if I was seen. You'll have to... I bet if you Google it, Philip, they'll probably be on YouTube, some of the old channels. See if you can have a look through and post us a link.
And he says Philip, it's because you've been on Dallas. We're just featuring you for a long time, aren't we? Oh, from Dallas.
James Diego Garcia is in the Indian Ocean, British Island, US Navy. Diego Garcia, that's where the plane what got shot down, what went missing, the Malaysian Airlines. There was conspiracy theories about it being taken to Diego Garcia, if I remember rightly. And you could look at Diego Garcia Island on Google Earth, because I did this, and you could see all the military planes. And then as the conspiracy theories got more and more,
Don't get into conspiracy theories.
I like conspiracy theories. Google have actually blocked it out now, so you can't even see the runway. Sean Dowd, hope this becomes a regular feature, been really good. Yeah, we're enjoying it, so as long as we keep getting people watching it and we're not boring you too much.
And you can understand what we're saying.
Philip, you seem pretty set on the latest boat. Tell us again what length and model. We are pretty set on it.
I love it.
As we said, we've been out to see it. We're quite happy with it. We've put the deposit down, 10% deposit on it, pending the survey. If everything goes okay with the survey, it's going to be ours. But it's a Bavaria 47, owner's edition. So this one is the one with the 3 double berths as opposed to the 4 double berths which they used for the chartering. No, we didn't want 4.
We wanted the 3, which is what it is, which is what we wanted.
But how you interrupted, it sounded like we wanted 4. She's lovely, isn't she? We like this all the time. So yeah, it's the owner's edition cruiser, 3 double berths, and it's beautiful. Can't wait to show it everybody once we've gone through with it, hopefully.
Did you ever look at the Jeannot DS range?
Where's that?
Dave Perry.
You've just jumped down.
Yeah, well, that's because you were talking about boats.
Yeah, we've been on the. We
went on the Jeannot, didn't we?
Yeah, we've chartered a Jeannot Sun Odyssey.
Yeah.
And our friends have got the same boat, a Jeannot Sun Odyssey, but they're wanting to move up a little bit to a bigger one. But to be quite honest, we've been to boat shows and stuff, and we really like the Bavaria from the start, didn't we?
Yeah, Carl likes things, and he sees it, he goes for it, and he's got to have it. So when we were looking at stuff, I said, let's widen it a little bit and look at different other models, and we do that on the internet. Look at one thing and look at another one.
I'm getting too close to the camera, my head's cut off.
We'd look at other ones, and then he'd go, no, don't like it as much as this Bavaria one. So he's a little bit blinkered, but go for it, don't you? When he sees something he likes,
I want it.
He goes for it, and that's what he did with me.
But I did. And that's why he's still sat there. And my glass is now more than half empty.
Fool.
We were looking at the Bavaria 46, in all honesty. And we've been... I know I'm just going to answer that in a second.
I'll answer Michelle.
You can. But we were looking at the 46, and that's really what we set our goal on, our sights on. And then this 47 came up. It was more money than what we wanted to pay, quite a bit more.
A bit bigger than what we wanted, really, as well.
Well, it's only a foot longer, but
the
difference on the width of it, the size of it, and this particular one, the condition and everything what's been included, the extra money what we're paying for it more than outweighs it. And Michelle's just put, David and I are still trying to find the right model of boat. I have certain requirements that I'm wanting. Need a great master bed and a nice galley. Has to have a freezer. I need my ice. Michelle,
I'm with you.
she's with you.
My requirements, I say, we'd written down things before, what we wanted on this list, but my main thing was what colour the wood was inside. I've seen other people's boats, we've been on them and things, but to live aboard is very different from having a holiday on it. And a lot of what we saw for the age that we were looking and stuff were like an orangey colour. I don't know what kind of...
It was like that age of boat what were coming up.
So we thought we'd have to have that, didn't we?
Was with the period when they had the dark orangey wood, and we didn't really like that.
No.
We prefer the light oak.
Which is why when we found one that had the lighter oak that I liked, that we've like jumped on it and wanted to look at that one. So that keep me happy. But the fridge and freezer, oh, this is brilliant. When you see the video that we do,
Michelle, just Google when we finish. Don't do it while we are. Just Google Bavaria 47. And if you can find the stock pictures, just go on images and look at the stock pictures on Google and just look at the bedroom. The master bedroom, big full-size double bed. It's got a dressing table in there.
Dressing table, so you can sit there, you can do your hair and everything while the man's making your breakfast.
Galley's got everything you need on it.
You've got enough space to move.
And you've got a full-size fridge freezer.
Yeah.
So ice is not a problem.
Yeah.
That was what...
That was
like,
a big thing
when
for me.
When we was there last week, it was like, yeah, more ice, or get another can of beer out of that fridge. And
we can make our own Greek ice cream out of Greek yoghurt.
Yeah.
Then
we can have cool beer, cool gin and tonics, ice in a gin and tonics.
We can have more than we've got at home.
We don't even do ice in our own fridge.
We hate at our home kitchen. We've got a below-counter fridge and below-counter freezer, all integral, which looks nice from the front. You can't tell it's a fridge or a freezer.
You've got to bend down every time you want to clear it out.
Yeah, every time you want to put things in, you've got to sit on the floor, you know, when you've been shopping, and you sit on the floor and you put it in and you get everything out, clear it up. I hated that. And the thought of going from that kind of a fridge and freezer to one where then I'm actually diving in it is even worse. So when we saw this Bavaria 47... got a proper fridge that you can stay standing up, and it's all there, a big fridge and a freezer.
And the beauty of it, it's 12 volts.
Yeah, can have it on all the time.
And this boat's got 3 solar panels and a wind generator, and it's not even plugged into the mains in the summer. The fridge is on constantly, and it gets all free power from the batteries, from the solar and the wind generator. Yeah. So even better. Free is even better.
Yeah. So all doing really good. And I got a washing machine
Michelle
as well.
wants us to adopt her. Can you cook?
Yeah, no, we'll have to meet up, Michelle.
So Philip's asking, great that you're a monohull couple. Did you ever consider cats? We've gone through that earlier, Philip, just before you joined us probably, but no, I'm not. We're not into cats. I like pussycats. I like dogs, but no. As I said before, my view of sailing, you've got motor cruisers, cats, and proper yachts. And we like the proper yachts.
Cats are proper yachts. They're a bit more...
It's a different style of boat.
It's a different style. It's more comfortable on the water. You're not moving about as much. But I think it's the next...
What would be good is that Jen could sit in one hull and I could sit in other hull. How's the real estate market? Did I understand that you will sell your home or flat? It's quite good at the moment, Philip. Where we're living, houses here go up for sale on the estate we live on, and they've been selling in 2 to 4 weeks tops.
Yeah, if they're at the right price.
Now our property, we expect it to sell really quick because we've got a corner plot. It's got a massive garden, a big side garden, and it's got
big for England. It's not big for America or wherever.
It's got quite a good extension on it as well, which has been done.
Yeah.
So the front room's been made longer, the kitchen's been bigger. It's got another utility room which I use it's my brewery room, that one, for making all its own brew. And then we've got the office off the back of it. So
it's fun. But I will video what we're leaving and giving up. That sounds like I really want it still, doesn't it? But I'll video a little bit because I've been painting We've not put the house on the market yet because we've just got a few little jobs that we need doing. So I've been repainting one bedroom where I found some paint that we'd got in the garage, and I was painting our son's bedroom just to make it look nice for to sell. And I painted it with like a mocha colour, chocolate digestive biscuit kind of colour, and I didn't like it, so I've just repainted it again white yesterday. And there's just little things like that that we're sprucing up, if you like, and we're hoping when we come back from Crete this next time, Carl's got to sort out his loads of things that's on there he started, but once we come back from Crete, we're hoping to be able to put it up for sale then. So we'll let you know, fingers crossed, it will sell quite quickly. Well, we need it to move quickly because we've got to pay it, haven't we? We've got to pay for the boat. So yeah, we've got that stress to come. Can't wait.
Michelle can cook.
She can cook. I can't cook, Michelle.
I do all the cooking.
He does the cooking, I do the cleaning.
You do the gardening.
And I do the
And I do YouTube.
Carl does YouTube videos, watches things on
Research. Looks after you.
He cooks every evening, our evening meal. I do the eggs in the morning. I can do boiled eggs.
We love eggs.
I do our lunch normally, ish sometimes. Only because it's quick and easy, but then Carl does the proper tea, don't you? While I'm doing the cutting hedges, doing the gardening, painting the walls, doing the filler and stuff like that. That's painting fences,
digging, weeding, mowing lawns.
So it's a little bit of a change of who does what, but it works for us. It works for us. So
right, well, we've been on for just over an hour now, so
God,
that's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've still got quite a few people watching, which is really good. So, I don't know whether you guys want us to stay online and talk a little bit more, waffle along, or has anybody got any questions about what's coming up next?
We'll see if there's any questions, then if not, we'll wrap it up because people want to watch it later sometimes, don't they?
Yeah.
And to go on for an hour is a long time.
So...
That's right.
Any questions from anyone? I know we've got this 20-second delay.
James Michael, love the Brits. He lives in South Carolina now. Oh, God. Brexit and all that. Yeah.
Brexit's not applicable
Nothing to do
America.
with US, no. I understand. Let's have a look. Can I cook, Michelle? I think we've answered everything, haven't we?
Frank Johnson, brilliant live video, guys. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for that, Frank. We've enjoyed doing it and enjoyed having everybody here.
Yeah.
What got us into sailing?
I didn't think anybody'd come on.
What got me into sailing, because I started a lot earlier than Jen, was I was a windsurfer and I used to go out in all weathers, all through the winter. I've even been out in snow. In fact, the last day I was windsurfing was in the snow. Sean just says, take a break of rum time. Cheers, Sean. Oh, I've got rosé wine, what I've just made, but I've got some rum on the go. So yeah, I was big into windsurfing and I got quite good at it. Got to the point where we're doing wave jumping and things like that. But to get better, I needed to sell it all and buy some super equipment. My skill level had outgrown the potential that the kit had got, really. And I was out this particular day and it started snowing. It was really cold, even though I got a winter wetsuit on. And I got in the car, I was getting dressed at the side of the car, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have a go at sailing, because I'd never done it. So I came home, got somebody to buy me windsurfing gear a couple of days later, and I went out and bought a dinghy. And my problem is if I get involved in anything, I can't just have a dabble at it. I could have gone back to that same place and just hired a dinghy for the day. But me being me, no, I buy a dinghy, I then do my day skipper course. 12 months later, I did my yacht master course, and I'm still sailing dinghies. Oh no, I bought a trailer sailor, an 18-foot trailer sailor. Sold that for a bit, and then I did my...
We even had a couple of boats that...
I'm coming on to that.
Well, I'm going to finish.
No, I am. So I did my level 2 powerboat course, because where we were sailing, they have rescue boats, and I'd seen these guys driving about in 80 horsepower rigs, having a whale at a time. And I thought, yeah, I'll do that. So they gave a good discount if you wanted to do the course. So you work the safety boat on weekends. So I did that, and I thought, I want a motorboat now. So I sold the trailer sailor. We bought a canal boat, or a motorboat, what we could use on the canals, which actually we took it home, put it under the garage, and it never saw water because we didn't have a trailer for it.
Yeah.
I sold that. We moved house, and then I bought another yacht. And
did you do the same with that?
No, that one did touch water.
Once or twice?
A few times. And we had quite a few dinghies, and then in the last few years we now sail a Parker 21. And then we've started doing chartering in the last 18 months. Yeah. Moving on to the bigger stuff. So that's how we got into sailing. Yeah.
But to be honest, I've not been into it before because I was...
We had kids.
Gardening, DIY, working, and I got kids. So that was Carl's little bit of release time, I suppose, an escape to be able to go sailing. And he used to do that on his own. I was into it, but I didn't have time. So now the kids are older. They're 23 and 21.
Both got their own houses.
Doing away, well. And we can do what we want ourselves.
Dave's asking, will you be keeping ties to the UK for tax and pension purposes? How many months out of the country do you plan on being gone? Well, because of my job, what I've just retired from, I've got another 17 years before I can draw normal pension, state pension.
Old age pension.
So for tax purposes, if we're not working anymore, then that's not coming into it because my pension through my job is all sorted anyway. I can be anywhere for that. How many months out of the country do you plan on being gone? Well, we're going to be living on the boat, so we will come back home.
We've got our son and a daughter, and our parents are still alive, so we will be coming back.
We'll come back every few months and spend a month or so back home, and then go back. But yeah, generally we're going to be out on the boat, and then depending what happens with Brexit, obviously. Depends how long we can stay in different places. In fact, I've just been looking at the extended visa for Greece for next year because we'll be going for more than 6 months. Yeah. We'll sort that out.
Yeah. But we don't intend to have a house still here.
Yeah. No. You guys make a great couple. Should do great with all the time alone at sea. Well, it says 25th wedding anniversary this year, James. And how long we've been together?
We were together.
We met when you were 16 and I was 18.
We were together 8 years before that, so everybody's doing the sums now.
33 years we've been together.
33 years we've been together, and I'll be 50 in November. I'll do the sum before you. You're 50.
No,
1 or 2.
I'm just 51.
51. I'll be 50 in November.
Party!
And we've lived together.
On the boat!
Yeah. Yeah, what are you doing? Party on the boat. So we've worked together. That's difficult. Not everybody can do that. We've obviously been married 25 years, 8 years before then, to make sure we were right for each other. We like our own bit of time. When we're on the boat, when we've chartered stuff, or even at home, we've always had our own thing that we've done to be able to get away from each other.
You sit at the front, I sit at the back.
I sit at the front, yeah, and he sits at the back. We like different kinds of music.
Different reading
things. And you just got to realise that you do need that little bit of time apart. I think even if it's only 30 feet between you. But
now it's going to be 47 feet between us.
It's going to be 47. Yeah.
So even better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for that, Dave. Wishing us all the best. We think it's a good plan. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So we'll wind this up. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and watching. I'm glad you've liked it, and I'm glad you can see that hopefully we're just us, and we're just going to bring our character to you throughout this process. So when we do this again, would people prefer for us to do it on a Sunday evening or a Saturday? Because I think Grandpa mentioned that Sundays is getting a little bit busy now for people doing live broadcasts. So tell us what you would prefer. Retired at 50, why I've just gone a funny shade of green. So would you prefer us to do this on a Saturday night or a Sunday night? But we've had quite a few English people and from round here, so we've got to make sure it works for anybody around the world, don't we?
People who are watching it tend to watch all sailing channels, don't they?
Yeah.
So Saturday or Sunday, what do you prefer?
Yeah, just let us know and then we'll sort that out for next time. But please keep watching, subscribe, like it, give us a thumbs up, whatever all that lot means.
Thanks, Philip. Appreciate that.
I'd watch you guys over at anyone else. Philip Allen said, that's my SAS man, isn't it?
And Daniel.
I'm Daniel. Oh, Daniel. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits, I feel like. I feel like a celebrity.
You'd be joining him on yeah.
Yeah, no, we bounce off each other. We've had to, and we like it when people show the characters, even though not everybody will like what character we have. But that's us. If you like it, stay and watch. If you don't, watch somebody else. Tough.
They're still here, so they must like it.
They're still here. So we will be honest with you. We'll tell you what we like, what we don't like.
Thanks, Frank. Any day of the week, you guys will be first choice.
Bless you.
Good to hear.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So while everybody's on a good buzzing, if you want to become Patreons,
yes,
there's a link on our videos.
Please buy us a beer because I get so much more funnier when I've had a beer.
And you can do it from just $1.
Yeah, I start doing cartwheels and all sorts of things like that. I think I'm a gymnast when I've had quite a bit to eat, don't I? Drink even. But anyway, I'm just going off very quickly. Again,
we was in Florida a few weeks ago, and we'd had a few glasses of rum. And where we stay is a big golf course, and Jen decides that she's always said at the age of 50 she wants to be able to do the splits, still do a cartwheel, and she can run and then do a no-handed handstand, like a somersaulting no-handed cartwheel.
Birani.
So after a few glasses of rum,
I think I can do it.
She thought she could do it. She did the splits on the 18th hole on the golf course.
I can do the splits.
And you did
that leg first, then that leg, then box splits.
And that way. And you did the cartwheel.
I did my cartwheel, but I didn't get.
But you didn't quite do the no-handed handstand.
No.
So
and
we're going to do a video when we buy the boat. If the boat sale goes through, I'm going to film.
You're doing one.
You're doing it, or.
Oh, I don't know about that now.
And it's going to be for patrons only. So if you want to see her doing the splits, a no-handed cartwheel and cartwheels.
No, they don't want to see it.
Oh, and you were doing handstands against the wall.
Yeah, I can do handstand and crab.
Become a patron.
And all stuff like that. I don't think that's bad for 50, do you?
Anyway.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks everybody for watching and everybody for commenting. And we'll see you next time.
Loved it.
Stay tuned. Bye. Got to work out how to turn this off now. See you.
I'm going to get you a drink.